Come, let's go home.
A lot of people have been losing their minds lately. Yeah, there's been a sudden increase. I bet it's because of that fan site. Heard the victims were on the rankings there. Should really be blaming the people who requested it. All right.
Welcome home.
What's up,
You
Futaba?
took off somewhere during the festival, huh? I tried to find you, but I gave up pretty quickly.
Futaba? What are you doing here in front of the store?
I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting out of hand. Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. We're in deep trouble unless we can do something soon. But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside, so your timing is perfect. Let's go.
Oh, you do not want to go in there. Brodro is about to have a heart attack.
The mass media has been causing quite a commotion lately. No countermeasure for the Phantom Thieves, the sorry state of the police, destruction of safety. They're saying whatever they want. So, how's the investigation progressing? Any clues yet?
Nothing that leads to a firm conviction yet.
What's going on here? Didn't you say that you were sure about closing this case? And I thought I told you that failure won't be tolerated. Well, this is troublesome.
Wow, she really is going to make something up.
If things continue at this rate, never mind a promotion. We'd have to let you go entirely.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems this task was too much to handle for someone so young. We may need to reform the operation as well, since the selected personnel for this...
Please, let me see this through to the end. This case is something that I've always...
I know that you've been at this for a while now. Even before the police spared us the staff for it. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements so that you can question them personally. That's what you want, isn't it? The leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this case carry over into their term.
So Shido wants to be leader of the country. I'm assuming.
I'll make myself clear again. Failure isn't an option. We need results.
But why would he need to do anything with the metaverse? Because these things were happening. The mental shutdowns were happening before we even did anything. So there has to be a reason.
You're allowed to take some bold measures if you need to. We need good results, no matter what. Oh, one more thing. If the unexpected happens to occur, contact me immediately.
To you, sir?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I? Yes. Everything is proceeding as planned.
He's got to be talking to Shido. Oh,
Well-
shit. Futaba, you're about to get dumpstered.
Sojiro?
I was cleaning up and found this. This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
They just sell them at stores, Brodro. It's no biggie.
You went into my room without my permission?
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So, what is this?
That's...
Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing. Why aren't you saying anything?
Why did you keep it?
Yeah, that's my biggest question, Morgana. Why the fuck would you keep it?
I mean, it was memorable.
That's true.
Explain.
Explain.
Can't tell me?
Explain.
Hey, if this keeps up, Futaba's...
Gonna have a mental breakdown herself. Don't blame Futaba.
Oh? I'll get right to the point. Is this a real one? Did they trigger a change of heart in you?
Aww.
How about it?
Ever since Mom died, there was no exit. I was trapped in a labyrinth of my heart. I knew I had to leave it, but I couldn't do it by myself.
Futaba. Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. They stole my messed up heart. It's the same as Mom's research. They changed my cognition.
Seriously? Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too. Still.
When did you notice?
When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere. Even the doctors had thrown in the towel. At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult. But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here, day in and day out, a thought crossed my mind. I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these Phantom Thieves were doing.
Wow.
I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
True, true. That was pretty drastic. Going from never leaving your room to going to the beach.
Sojiro.
But to think that Wakaba's research and the Phantom Thieves changing hearts were about the same thing. Back in the day, I used to be a government official. My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at.
Ah.
It's around that time that I got to know her.
We never knew what he did for the government.
She said something odd when we were out drinking. That one of these days, she might die a bizarre death. Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed it off. But it happened exactly as she said. If anything were to happen to you, I'd feel like I let her down. There's something I want to ask you.
Oh shit.
Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you? You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school.
Yeah, he was kind of a D-bag.
The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he? And then there's Futaba. You always seem to be linked to these incidents somehow. Got anything to say?
Can we just admit it? Sorry for keeping quiet.
You know what people call them? Criminals. Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
That's not true! I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Asked? Stole?
Futaba.
Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? But he doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves. He's actually one of them? You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
It's no joke. Gotta come clean.
You really are a Phantom Thief? Oh, for crying out loud.
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the last 6 months. And on top of that, Futaba's involved too. What the hell?
I want to find the culprit who killed my mom.
Wait, killed?
She was killed. I remember it now.
Stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone else? Didn't you know already? The way Mom died wasn't normal! Didn't you notice that her research was stolen by someone? Sojiro!
When she passed away, I did think it was odd. It was awfully fishy. But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all.
Oh, is that why he left his government position?
Run away, hide, and end up
That's
here
what it
as
was.
some old guy running a cafe. To be frank, I took you in for my own good. Like it'd somehow make up for what I'd done. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
I acted all big, lectured, even yelled at you kids. And I end up getting consoled by her. God, real pathetic, aren't I?
It's not true.
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault.
I see. Don't worry. Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out. I mean, who would believe such a story? Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the Phantom Thieves. Let me just say one thing, though. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win.
What do you mean?
Don't you get it? If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, all right? We're done talking about this. Come on. Time to eat. All that yelling's gotten me hungry.
Whew. If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our
I
operation.
forgot Morgana was here.
Still, we should tell the others about what just happened.
Oh, I'm tired.
What? He knows everything? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Wait, are you okay? Did he report you or anything? We likely wouldn't be receiving these messages if Malch was not okay. I had a feeling that boss was no ordinary man. But he didn't recommend you turn yourself in, did he? I think in that case we can consider him a new ally. I'm more curious about what he mentioned to you. You mean how our enemy might be the same people who targeted Futaba's mother? Yes, she was killed by mental shutdown, the same method used by the culprit we pursue now. Wait a second though, didn't you say boss had to run from it all? Does that mean someone was trying to stop the news from getting out? Who could do that? Who do you think the culprit could be? Government official. 100%. And you letting your imagination run wild a bit? But it would make sense. Wait a sec, if you're right, then wouldn't the police be working for him too? It's not impossible. He's getting too big for me to even think about. Can we really win this?
We're gonna win, no matter what.
Guess the chief had an inkling after all.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, let's save. We haven't
I
saved
should
in a
write
while.
something.
Sorry.
It's my fault. Hey, what's up, Joker? How you doing, man? Having a good day? Hanging in there? Eat any good Memorial Day food? All this happened because I kept the calling card. It's so late already. Is Sojiro still awake? It's kind of awkward. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I went, earlier today I went out for a, I guess you'd call it like a hike. It wasn't really a hike. It was just like a really big park near us, and it's got a whole bunch of trails and stuff like that. Just went through there in the morning. That was nice. Then had a big old burger, hot dog, and then yeah, it was fun. Ate a lot of food. Ate leftover Indian food. Hey, that's not bad either. That's not bad either. Indian food's good. You can sleep on the sofa.
Hey, wait!
Shouldn't you sleep on the sofa instead of topping in the head and sleep on the bed? I'm gonna go home. Night. Oh, we tried. We tried. Can I go downstairs
Hey.
now? No? Okay. I just want to read. I want to read some more books.
Well then.
Let's call it a day and go to bed. Dude, man, we're in deep shit. Only vegetarian cuisine I like? Yeah, for sure, man.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others.
Actually, that's very interesting that through all of this and that whole conversation we just had with Brodro, that he never once asked us did we kill people.
The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Oh no, Brodro. Don't do something stupid.
Look,
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen.
30 million yen, what is that, like 300 grand? Yeah, I think it's like 300 grand.
And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
if I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's Inception. I'm waiting for a video game where you play video games of people playing video games. That's gonna be Kojima's next game. It's gonna be called Video Game. If I report you to the police, they yeah. It's insane.
I hope you understand the situation you're in.
Yeah. Don't do it, Brodro! You're our
Even
friend.
people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen?
There was no choice. There really wasn't.
That may have been true, but still. Well, how do I put this?
All of a sudden the police come out from like from like behind the cabinets and outside the bathroom, and he's like, I want that money. My shop sucks ass. My coffee and curry shop ain't paying the bills.
I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened.
That's true. He's one of the only adults that I like. Him and our teacher. That's pretty much it. It's pretty much. I guess the politician dude's kind of okay. Oh, and a Y. Any one of our confidants that are adults seemed like good people. Even Oya, she seems okay. She just likes her booze. There's nothing wrong with that.
All I can do now is give you shelter.
I like Makoto's sister. Oh, you're talking about her personality. Oh yeah, she sucks. Thought you were, you know.
Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
I feel like that's what happens here in a little bit. I feel like, but it's not us that's going to be desperate. Well, we will be, yeah, probably. But I think Sai is going to be desperate and do something. Believe in me, Sojiro!
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I mean, how could he sell us out, though? Like, we fixed his semi-daughter.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
Did you see that reward?
Like, her personality...
Perhaps we put too much pressure on them.
Her personality is probably what you would expect for a high-strung prosecutor who has basically been told, get these people or you're fired. Your entire career is over.
With this,
That kind of personality that you get from
thieves
that
have become public enemy #1.
isn't going to be very pleasant.
Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
Hey, great!
Can't believe how big the bounty is. We should look for the Phantom Thieves ourselves. Ketchy suggests they go to the school, right? Yeah, but let's not. There's been too many mental shutdowns as it is. Probably be the end of this if we start sniffing around now. But 30 million yen, man. Just let me dream a little. Yo, you see the news? I'd brace myself for this possibility. Actually, having a wanted notice out for us feels kind of weird. Not sure we're gonna get away this time. Our backs are truly against the wall. Discussing it here won't do us any good now. Let's talk more in person. Dude, I hope the person who sits behind us at school doesn't ever read our text messages. Because we'd be screwed.
We're wanted now. And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so unrealistic, I can't help but laugh.
I would think they could raise the thing to like $1 million, like to, I guess what was 100 million yen? Be like $1 million bucks. They could raise it a little higher.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I feel like 300 grand reward for the country's most #1 wanted criminal. A little low.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura.
Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, they were.
No, because of Yusuke and I. The Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that
that's
the
true.
case with Kamishita, too?
Yeah.
Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake
goddamn
Medjed
genius.
and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the Fad around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
Yusuke's pissed.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly.
Oh yeah, like Okumura was a bad guy. But he never admitted to killing those CEOs or anything like that.
Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it!
Dude, Ryuji has only 1 volume level, and it's always turned up to 12.
This is bullshit! God! Fuck!
Just say it.
Ah!
Dude, everyone, I feel like every person in this game can say fuck except Ryuji. They just don't let him say it.
Ryuji! Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone.
Hey, what do you think?
I think you should not yell all the time.
Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
We lost, dude, truly, it was because we lost sight of our goal.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Voices lecture is, oh really? Dude, I would have never known that, because all I hear in Ryuji's volume is always, like, super loud and screaming at us. He also voiced Lecter. Dang. Yeah, because Lecter's super laid back. I don't even think I've ever heard Lecter, like, raise his voice in the Trail series.
Yeah, that really is it.
Like, everything could be burning down around Lecter, and he's just like, oh, man, we should get out of here.
I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong, that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause.
Haru! You haven't even been here. Like, the only case that Haru's been a part of has resulted in death. So, what does she know about the original cause?
I'm so irritated with myself.
Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too!
Ryuji looks like he's ready to take the world's biggest dump. Or he's talking to his balls.
But still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
Oh, hell yeah. Let's turn the tables. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I've got an idea, but someone's gonna have to come up with it for me.
Running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
I see.
I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this.
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me.
Just a sec, guys. Where'd you go? What's up, Ryuji? You gonna go yell at me?
About me yelling earlier, being framed, and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry.
He's calmed down.
Really? That's good. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a phantom thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets.
It's okay, I blame Mishima. Mishima is the reason why all of this.
I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it.
Things turn around.
You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon. See ya.
I got a message from Akechi-kun. He wants us together at LeBlanc after school. Who does he think he is, trying to boss us around like that? Tomorrow, that's sudden. This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this, too. We'll be okay, right? We'll manage. Yeah, we're going to overcome this together. Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. We'll see you all tomorrow. Or we'll see you all tomorrow.
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow.
True.
Okay.
Can't let things in. You need to figure out who's buying all this. Okay. So let's read another one of these books because we're almost done with them.
Hey!
Because I think if you read all of these, we get another book, and it helps us with our technical attacks.
Make sure you close up.
Yeah. We don't really need any of the bonuses we get, but... Oh, I didn't even get a bonus from that one. Okay, we didn't finish the book. That's right.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures. But their actions are too little, too late. The government has
This guy sucks.
has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. We don't have to go down with a sinking ship. We have the power to change this. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other
This dude's a dick.
politician seems so unreliable.
Whoa, we skipped a lot.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first? Quit effing around!
Ryuji, calm down. Don't make him angry.
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you were at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
Yeah, because you might have people just saying whatever.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
He's the one that gives us the idea for this? And then at the beginning of the game, we're told that we were, like, betrayed. I have a feeling that by the time this is over, I'm gonna hate Akechi again.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence? You saying the police would do such a thing? It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
They're completely rotten! My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
You might be right or you might be wrong. That's usually how it goes, right? That's usually how it goes. I've had a lot of predictions as this game has gone by. Some of them have been good. Some of them have been extremely stupid. Like, I still have a somewhat of a prediction that Akechi has some connection to Shiro. I don't know what the connection is. But that theory went away, though, when he seemed to be, like, okay But now, knowing that we were betrayed at the beginning of the game, and I have a feeling, I think it was already said that we were in Sai's palace, because she was the one next on the list. She told us that she was the next one on the list. I had a prediction that we were being interrogated. Where we were being interrogated at was still in the palace. And that we weren't talking with the real Sai, that we were talking with her shadow.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
But I don't think that's right, like, at all right now. I think that's, like, way off base.
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
But I don't think, from what it sounds like, currently, at this point, Sai doesn't know that the multiverse even exists. But it almost seems like everyone above her in the SIU knows that it exists. And I feel like they're using that in their knowledge to, like, manipulate her.
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean, I guess I can understand how you feel.
And
yeah, to be honest with you, dude, there's so many different
as well.
There's so many different things that are coming together that it's just like, at this point I'm just kind of along for the ride.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it?
Dude, Makoto's face just went like pure like fear.
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart.
Yeah, because like at the beginning of the game, you kind of forget about the whole like dude who drove the train and went nuts and crashed it. You're just kind of like, oh yeah, we're doing stuff, and then like the game slowly starts to introduce like the sinister element, and you start to like question everything as you start moving along, everyone's motives. Hell, there was a time where I thought Haru was gonna freaking betray us because she thought that we killed the principal, and she was like, Jesus Christ, I just joined up with a bunch of murderers. Fuck these people.
She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
That's true, dude. Haru could still betray us. Makoto could betray us. Makoto could have something over her head where someone tells her like, hey, if you don't turn us in, like, your sister's gonna die. That kind of stuff. Like, who knows? I could see anything at this point.
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from Onijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Because the thing with Haru, yeah, fuck, Joker could. Joker, Morgana, we still don't know what the hell Morgana is. I'm pretty sure he's not a human, or at least that's what it definitely feels like. Hell, Haru is sketchy as fuck because her dad just died like 3 weeks ago, and she's like, let's go to the festival, haha, let's eat some food. Like, she's like in freaking Cloud 9 over here. Like, that's psychotic.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
I mean, her dad was a bad dude, but he wasn't like Hitler.
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
What's up, Sprankles? How you doing, man? How you doing, Jim?
I'm flattered to hear that.
Dude, I'm hanging in there, man. I'm hanging in there. This story has gotten nutty. It's gotten nutty. I think this smiling bastard here.
Why are you willing to do all this?
I think he's gonna get us.
Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Dude, he just went dark real fast.
Doesn't he remind you of us?
You think? I don't think he does. I think he's an asshole.
I can't really explain it. But I guess it's how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar,
Dude, once again, these shitlord adults, man. They're such assholes in this game, all of them. That guy on the TV behind Joker's head, asshole. I bet he killed animals or something.
Ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
This is a bad idea, but I can't say that. We will. It's not a bad deal. We don't have a choice. You know what? We don't have a choice. That's the most negative response I can give.
I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan.
I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Really?
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out?
Oh, this is
such a bad idea. A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
But we can do it tomorrow.
Will you tell your sister about this?
Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
Oh man, maybe Makoto is the one that tells Sai everything. This is about her sister, because she thinks that...
Well, I guess that can't be helped.
She thinks that if she's the one who tells her, then she'd, like, understand. But I don't.
Regardless,
but Makoto
it all
doesn't
starts
understand the pressure
I
that
hope
her
this goes
sister's
well.
under. I think we're gonna get betrayed by 8 people. Everyone in this game.
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true,
Okay.
I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke.
Okay, so Makoto didn't tell her because she's still questioning whether her sister is a Phantom Thief.
So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
Do you believe me now?
Believe you. I'm just considering it as a possibility. Then again, if you wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee anything. Your actions as Phantom